They are very clever. They want you to think that they're right here in New Mexico. The idea is that if they're here among us, then you might be more likely to trust them. But they are not here, and they are definitely not trustworthy. Tonight, News 13 investigative reporter Larry Barker uncovers a scam that is conning a lot of New Mexicans.
It's a high-stakes con game. Fraud and deception. They're out there hiding. Albuquerque retiree Dave Cook is a victim.
They told me that I was going to win $1 million, $2 million, $5 million.
Dave must be the luckiest guy in the world. He keeps getting letters telling him he's won a ton of money.
$1,465,000.
$1 million here, $2 million there. Add it all up, and Dave ought to be a billionaire twice over. Dave Cook is just one of many lured into the seamy underworld of mail fraud. These letters offering untold riches are at the very heart of a lucrative con game played out across the country. How lucrative? Consider the National Prize Information Group run by a Las Vegas con man.
What was astounding to me was the amount of money that he was able to take in.
Jan Charter is a San Francisco-based attorney with the Federal Trade Commission.
These mailers are designed to make people think that they really have already won over $3 million, and all they have to do is send in $20 and they'll get it.
But it was all a scam. There were no prizes. The mastermind behind this lucrative con game was a shady character named John Rincon. Operating out of this Las Vegas residential address, Rincon blanketed the country with 10 million deceptive mailers like this one, falsely representing that consumers had won big prizes. In just 2 years, Rincon bilked hundreds of thousands of victims out of $27 million. $27 million?
Right.
At $20 a pop?
Yes. Yes. Pretty soon we're talking real money, right? Yeah, it was a lot of money. It was a lot of people.
The FTC filed a complaint and put the Prize Information Group out of business. Rincon was ordered to repay consumers $27 million. Can America rest easy now because the king of the sweepstakes fraud is out of business?
No, no. America needs to be on its guard against things like this because they're out there still.
Boy, does Dave Cook know that. When he got his first letter telling him he had won a lot of money, Dave took the bait. He sent in $20 and waited for the big check to arrive.
3 days later, I'd get 15 letters in the mail and asking for more.
Dave didn't get rich. He got bombarded with mail. In the last year, Dave got almost 1,000 letters telling him he had won money in contests he never entered. The scammers create the illusion of legitimate prizes by sending out personalized notices with official-looking emblems and fancy graphics. Victims are told they are confirmed winners.
I've read through those letters even 3 or 4 times, even pointing out to me this is what it's saying, and I can't figure out what they're saying.
Tom Garrity is an Albuquerque public relations executive.
What makes it very deceptive is the colors, the wording. You know, you have the color of money, gold, everything has that official look. In fact, emblems are created. So it really does give the appearance to somebody who's not too sophisticated in being able to discern this as far as what's real, what's fake. And this is definitely fake.
If you want to find these guys, you have to follow the money. Welcome to Las Vegas, home to some of the biggest scam operations in America. Because mail fraud is a crime, con men disguise their base of operations by hiding behind mail drops and post office boxes. The Las Vegas crooks who sent out these mailings created the illusion of being local by renting mail drops in Santa Fe and Albuquerque. It's all part of the deception. The fly-by-night operations are mostly located far from the glitzy side of Las Vegas. One group set up shop at this abandoned warehouse. Another operated out of this storefront, the home office for elite products, this rundown office complex. One of the biggest cons in the country hid behind a series of Las Vegas post office boxes. In a complaint filed last year, the FTC accused these 2 shadowy characters and 2 others of bilking consumers with the illusion of cash payments. According to the Federal Trade Commission, over the course of 3 years, nearly $10 million was funneled through this Las Vegas post office from unsuspecting victims across the country. They set up phony business names like the Prize Information Bureau, International Award Advisors, Registered Data Analytics. Just about a mile off the Las Vegas Strip, you'll find the base of the defendant's operation in a small, nondescript shopping center office suite. The accused con men abandoned this suite a few months ago. The FTC complaint is pending. And it's not just Las Vegas. New Mexico consumers have been besieged with mailings from Kansas City, like the Award Processing Center and the International Award Payment Center. These mailings come from a Kansas City warehouse. And then there's the so-called Award Notification Commission. These letters imply if you send in a processing fee, you will become an instant millionaire. Judging by the number of letters flowing into the commission's Kansas City post office box every day, the commission must be handing out more money than the Federal Reserve. They'd like you to believe this is their corporate headquarters. It's more like this. The direct mail marketing firm Westport Enterprises is located in a Kansas City suburb. Kevin Brandis runs the show. And although a postal inspection investigation identifies these mailings as misleading, Brandis denies it. Deceptive mail operations are everywhere, not just Kansas City and Las Vegas. They use the mail to lure their victims. Mail fraud is a federal offense and carries stiff prison sentences and hefty fines. But it's a difficult crime to prosecute. The Postal Inspection Service does routinely close offenders' mailboxes. However, inspectors could not come up with any criminal prosecutions or significant fines involving sweepstakes fraud in the last couple of years. The Federal Trade Commission has been aggressive by filing civil complaints and getting restitution for consumers.
We have a law against this, and that we will enforce it.
In New Mexico, letters like these also violate state law. We took the results of our investigation to Attorney General Gary King.
If you get something that says that you've won a contest and you didn't enter it, then you didn't win a contest.
The AG has now filed enforcement actions against 13 scam operations.
We have picked out the greatest offenders and sent what are called cease and desist orders to those offenders, directing them not to mail these types of mailings into New Mexico.
Remember Lucky Dave Cook? How much have you won, Dave?
Zero. Not a penny.
Larry Barker, KRQE News 13.
You can report scam letters to the feds or to the Attorney General's office. The information on doing that is on our website, which of course is krqe.com.